My coworker won't stop telling me that I smell. My coworker won't stop telling me that I smell. Originally posted to Ask a Manager. Original post April 11, 2017. I enjoy wearing perfume, but tend to stick to indie oil scents, since the smell tends to stick closer to my skin, so, in theory, I don't bother my coworkers, and also because I seem to be sensitive to the alcohol that a lot of spray perfumes use. I also tend to use unscented deodorant and laundry detergent. I really dislike how chemical-wise scented products like this tend to be. About a month ago, one of my coworkers told me that the perfume I was wearing bothered her. I work closely with her, so I immediately apologized and washed it off, and haven't worn any of my perfume since. I don't have a huge wardrobe, so most if not all of my office-appropriate clothes have been washed since then, so I'm pretty sure that there are no lingering traces hanging on. My problem is that this coworker is now complaining constantly about the perfume I'm not wearing. She even went to my manager, who pulled me aside and asked me about things like deodorant and bath products. I've tried to explain to my coworker that basically nothing I use is scented anymore, but she makes exaggerated sniffing noises and says things like, "Oh, patchouli again?" when I get near her. Again, I am not wearing any perfume, my deodorant is unscented, I shower every morning and my body wash is lightly lemon scented and doesn't stick around. It's reached the point where it feels like juvenile bullying and I honestly don't know what to do. Update December 13, 2017. So, this is actually hilarious. After posting to I decided to try one final desmellification and see what happened. I found a relatively cheap unscented body wash, and, since the weather had finally turned hot for the summer, got my summer clothes out of storage. I don't wear any of my heavy scents in the summer, so none of those clothes have been touched by the foul scourge that, apparently, is patchouli. All my coats, gloves, scarves, etc., went into storage. Monday, I go into work wearing summer clothes, coworker makes a comment. I go into my manager's, who is fortunately a super chill lady, office and ask her to smell me. She knows what's going on with coworker, and agrees. Gets very close, sniffs, confirms that I am almost creepily unscented, her words. Tuesday, coworker says something again. I ask another coworker who didn't know what was going on if she will sniff my cube. Thank goodness all this happened during a slow week. In front of coworker, she walks around my cube, sniffing my chair and desk. Coworker looks embarrassed. Wednesday, coworker says something again. I lose my patience and tell her, "Look, coworker, you are clearly the only one smelling anything in this cube. Maybe you should go to the doctor and get checked for a brain tumor or something. Maybe you're pregnant." Coworker doesn't respond, and so I look up to find her looking absolutely stunned. Like, the world could have exploded right then and I doubt she would have noticed. She's super distracted the rest of the day. Thursday, coworker calls in sick. Friday, I wake up to a $50 gift card for my favorite indie shop in my email. I come in and coworker literally hugs me. Turns out, she's pregnant. Apparently she and her partner have been trying for a while and it finally took, and sometimes pregnant women just develop insane senses of smell. I didn't even actually know that. One of the commenters here suggested it and I was just so irritated that I threw it out there without thinking. The weird thing is that she swears she does actually smell something. I believe her, but have literally no idea what it could be. She was just being kind of a jerk with the sniffing thing. Even though she can smell it, it doesn't bother her and she said she thought it was funny to watch me freak out. Manager has talked to her about not taunting the coworkers. Right now she's so overjoyed that I don't think she could be mean to anyone, but I guess we'll see what happens after about month 5 or 6. Anyway, thank you for your advice and the really helpful comments on your site. This is a repost sub, I am not the OOP. Do not contact the OOPs or comment on linked posts. Remember, Rule 7.